Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood Homer on a budget. Every year about this time, I get just a wee bit nostalgic. You wanna know why? Because come this Monday, TSR will be celebrating a birthday. Specifically, 7 years of secondhand shopping with a Tinseltown touch. I uploaded my first review on July 24th, 2016, wherein I reviewed the Vampire Diaries board game. And boy oh boy, have we come a long way from Mystic Falls, Virginia. So about this time, I started looking for pseudo-scrapbooks featuring celebs and pop culture entities that I talked about in one way or another on here, gussed over and or criticized, as main events under the spotlight and as side mentions. Everyone is welcome. And this offering fits about 7 years worth of bills. This is the special double issue of People magazine commemorating the best and worst of 2009. Purchased for 25% off 99 cents, so that's a quarter off, 74 cents. On the cover, we have Taylor Swift topping the list of the 25 most intriguing people of the year, not surprisingly. Accompanying her best year ever are Kate Gosselin, Sandra Bullock, Robert Pattinson, and J.C. Dugard. It's my belief that one part of this quadretta is more deserving than the other three. You be the judge of that one. This also covers on the other side the best and worst of the decade, from the beginning of the new millennium to the end of that particular decade, the first in the 2000s era. On the other side of nostalgia, well, if you own this magazine, you probably know. But if you don't, I'll give you a hint. To be in the friend zone with this girl would be worse than serving life in prison, because you know you want to be more than just a friend with her. I'll let you gather yourself for that easy guess, but in the meantime, I got a magazine to review. First up, Caught in the Act. Attending Family Guy's Star Wars DVD party for the holidays are Seth Green and his wife Claire Grant, and Seth MacFarlane. Headliner of the evening, of course. His Star Wars themed holiday bash was held at a private home, and there he is looking mighty dapper. And hello, Phoebe Hollowell, Alyssa Milano, Charmed, and of course also, Who's the Boss? She joined MacFarlane at the Night Vision Entertainment Party. Here's a 7-year resolution to get a new camera. Anyway, moving on. We have here Melissa Rycroft, jilted by Jason Mesnick on his season of The Bachelor, only to rebound and make it to the white tiled road. That's the romantics equivalent of the yellow brick road. The money altar, with insurance agent Ty Strickland, as you can see here in this circle. Pretty elite circle. I mean, she was a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, and you're just gonna, excuse her off to the side? Yeah. Nice going, Jason, but you rebounded quite well and have a lovely family to show for it. She does too. So it's nobody's loss. Everybody wins. Good on. This is the best dress section, and it's all about, of course, dresses. Long and, in this case, short. And looky-loo, Taylor Swift at the CMA Awards. Season Colette Dinnigan for the CMA Music Awards in Nashville. I'm of the opinion that she cleaned house. At the time, one of her albums was up for 8 Grammy nominations. That, and a whole slew of other subjects, cover her interview as she tops the 25 most intriguing people of the year in this article. She's classified as the Golden Girl. She talks about her hosting and performing on SNL, her first acting gig in the movie Valentine's Day, her dating life, and how she manages to stay grounded. I've never been presumptuous about success. I dream about it, but I never expected it to happen. I'll say this, with no offense to Taylor Swift or her Swifties, but I'm of the opinion that dating Taylor Swift would be akin to trying to court Attila the Hun, even though they both have contrasting personalities. Instead, we have a Taylor the Honey, and in lieu of the Sword of Gods, we have a teardrop-soaked guitar of Exes, with a new name to add to that. Joe Alwyn. So who's next? And what breakup song will we get out of that? I mean, she is a tour de force. Her Eras tour right now is spanning almost all year long, going across the country, around the world, drawing rave reviews for being an utter spectacle. So, I gotta give her some measure of kudos. I'm not as thrifty, but I'm compelled to give her some measure of props. I've covered Taylor Swift before, many times around here, so she's nothing new to me. If I find something that really grabs me in regards to Taylor Swift, bring it on. In addition, the same can apply for many of the celebs featured in this article. And I'd say in this article alone, I covered roughly, I don't know, maybe more than 2/3. Anyway, we got actors and actresses as part of the most intriguing people of the year. In major articles and these sidebars, they can be listed, they can be photographed, they can be briefly summarized, from celebrations to best and worst dressed. So they're coming in here in a variety of features, with all the reality stars getting interesting, borderline provocative portraits, like Kate Gosselin as Carol Brady, the mother of all reality stars. If there's one thing Kate can't stand, it's a mess. You think?
Oh my, no. Move back, child. You're the sweeper. I found my floor sweeper when we're done. 'Tis you.
Is it fair to say that you still don't like messes?
Somebody spilled about less than a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar on a black top that covered her pristine kitchen countertop, and she acted as if one of her kids spilled almost the entire measuring cup of sugar on a $250 black Valencia Taipei bought from the Isles of France, where you can get that at pretty much any hardware store. Is it fair to say she doesn't like messes? It's also fair to say that she acted like an asshole. I really can't stand it, and I really can't stand much more of Kate acting like that. That said, I want to see her 8 Little Faces Kids book, and then I'm done with her. Oprah the Almighty. Rihanna, the Kardashians, much to my chagrin, but not that much chagrin. I also covered YouTube, of course. Next year I'll be doing a YouTube series every Tuesday. The Real Housewives, and there's more to come from them, unfortunately. Ellen, yes. Tyler Perry, yes. Lady Gaga, still to come. Johnny Depp, yes. Robert Pattinson, yes. Ryan Reynolds, side mentions, I guess. Padma Lakshmi as a Renaissance painting, the mom-to-be, yes. And there's more to come from her. Stay tuned. And I gotta say, this is actually my favorite of all the reality show portraits. She is regally smoking. Of course, we're playing 6 Degrees of Separation in this tangled bachelor web, with all roads leading up to, or having roots in, the single dad, Jason Mesnick, crying over a balcony over trying to choose between Melissa Wyckoff and Molly Mullaney. And after the final rose, his decision was made. Molly. Brad Womack, Deanna Pappas, Melissa Wyckoff, Molly, Jillian Harris, and, Dirty Jake Pavelka. Yep, Jerk Jake. Watch his breakup interview with Vienna and Chris Harrison, you'll see what I mean. And yes, there will be more Bachelor, and Bachelorette for that matter, and anything and everything to do with The Bachelor coming on this channel in the future. Men in the Doghouse, I talked about Dave Letterman, I talked about John Gosselin, and in side mentions I talked about Kanye West, and I seriously hope I never have to do that again. Tops of 2009. Top 10 box office champs, most followed on Twitter, most Googled celebrities, pretty much the top 10 songs, books, and movies, and Twitter accounts. And of course, some of the top fads, like Snuggies and Zuzu hamsters, neither of which I covered yet on this channel. And now on to some of the most noteworthy weddings of the year. Alyssa Milano and David Bugilari, CAA agent. August 15th, at his parents' New Jersey estate, in an outdoor ceremony. Oh, jeez, and I thought I was gonna marry Phoebe Halliwell. Well, with conflicting feelings like those, there's only one thing I can say to the then newlyweds.
Congratulations on your wedding, shame on you.
Ah, never mind. I have the hots for Piper anyway. Hollywood comes. But then again, Prue, Shannon Doherty, is a real temptress. Fight on, darling. most noteworthy weddings of the year. Also, the most noteworthy baby births of the year between Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick, Jennifer Hudson and David Otunga, Sam Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh yeah, and the most noteworthy breakups. Jake Gyllenhaal and Reese Witherspoon, Usher and Tamika Foster Raymond, Robin Wright, Sean Penn, Tony Romo, Jessica Simpson. And the readers' poll. From rising stars to bold fashion and celeb feuds, here as a result of some 2 million online votes, is what made the nominated president in 2009. And the most fun in 2010? Taylor Lautner. Part of it was elusive to see more of Taylor, and bonus points for those who want to see him shirtless. Maybe not so much anymore, but back then, during his Jacob Black days, yeah, pretty much. I'm going back to the baby section because I neglected to mention, as part of my continuing Bachelorette coverage, the standard bearer, Trista and Ryan Sutter, with their kids, Blakesley and Maxwell. Blakesley being the newborn daughter, the star tot of this star tot section, in my opinion. See, as the standard bearer, I mean, no other Bachelorette story may ever come close to how Trista took care of things. Then again, some have come impressively close. I won't name names. Anyway, more readers' poll results on a lot of things, including Blake Lively, cutest carry-on dog. That's a pint-sized pooch Penny. And you'll be seeing Blake Lively on here. That's a promise. And finally, fond farewells from contemporaries to luminaries such as Michael Jackson, 50, Farrah Fawcett, 62, one of Charlie's Angels, Natasha Richardson, Patrick Swayze, the Dean of Network News, Walter Cronkite, of course, of the CBS Evening News, Senator Ted Kennedy, B. Arthur, of course, of the Golden Girls, and Maud, Don Hewitt, creator of 60 Minutes, Captain Lou Albano, wrestler, TV pitchman extraordinaire, Billy Mays. The list goes on. 5 out of 5 claps does this just right. It's the maximum score, and it's earned every clap of it. What a journey this has been. Low cost, well, 95% of the time, yet high quality, well, 95% of the time. But that's the direction we're going. That's how we've been since we started, and that's how we'll continue to flourish. To take a cue from this continuing, dominating darling of any era, I pledge to show you more incredible things as we move forward into what I like to call our 7th heaven season. So to all of you subscribers, those who watch the videos, leave thumbs up, comment, and of course subscribe. Let me give you the most heartfelt of thank yous for joining me on this journey, and we're on to the next lucky 7 years. Thanks for watching. Check out more TSR by clicking on another awesome review like this one, top left, and be sure to subscribe by clicking top right. Until next time, I'll catch you on the Thrift side.